Hi friends, let us continue the discussion on regular expressions with some more questions from previous year GATE examinations. It's better you watch part 1 before watching this video so that you can easily understand the concepts. Let M be the 5-state NFA with epsilon transitions shown in the diagram below. We already discussed epsilon transition means empty string. Okay, which one of the following regular expressions represents the language accepted by M? The easiest way to find the solution for this problem is eliminating the wrong answers. For example, this option A and option D does not generate empty string, but there is a epsilon transition to the final state. So we can eliminate A and D because it does not generate empty string. Because of this one here and in the option D, this one and this 0, so it will not generate empty string. Then what about B and C? So when you consider this B and C, here you can see that this can generate an odd number of zeros, isn't it not? But C can generate only even number of zeros, isn't it? By seeing the pattern, you can understand that the C can generate only even number of zeros. So we have eliminated A, D and C. So B is the right answer. Now the right answer is option B. Let us see how this B is the right answer. So you can see that this asterisk means 0 or more occurrences. So that means this can generate empty string. And this means that 0 or more occurrences of zeros. So that is possible here. And if you go this direction, state 1 to state 4, it can go to 5 by having a string 1. So that is what given here. But if it reaches the state 4 again, it will have 2 ones, isn't it? Or 5 to 4, 4 to 5. That is what given here. That is 0 or more occurrences of this string. Suppose if it goes to this 2 to 3, so it can have 0. Again, it can go to state 2 and state 3 like that. It can generate this 0 or more occurrences of the string, and it can come here to state 5 and it can generate this 1 1 string again. So this is the way the B is the right answer. Next question is, which one of the following regular expressions is equivalent to the language accepted by the DFA given below? You observe this state diagram. This state represents 0 or more occurrences of zeros, and on finding a 1, it goes to this state from this state. That is, on finding a 1, it comes here, and again it can have 0 or more occurrences of 0, or this is the final state, isn't it or not? If it finds another 1, it goes to this state again. So again it can have 0 or more occurrences of 0, and it should have another 1 to reach the final state. So this represents a binary string with the odd number of ones. That means it can have a single 1, or it should have 3 ones, isn't it or not? Or 5 ones like that. Let us find the answer for this DFA. Option A, it represents this DFA correctly because 0 or more occurrences of 0, then 1. That is what given here. Then this is the final state. Or it may have 0 or more occurrences of 0, then 1. That is what given here. Then again 0 or more occurrences of 0, and finally it can have another 1. So that is what represented here. So the option A is the right answer. But what about B, C, D? B cannot generate 0, 1, and C cannot generate 111 continuously, and D cannot generate 0, 1. So by seeing this state diagram, you can understand the answer. Next question. Which one of the following regular expressions represents the language? That is, the set of all binary strings having 2 consecutive zeros and 2 consecutive ones. That means a binary string, it can have 2 consecutive zeros and 2 consecutive ones anywhere as part of the string. So that means it will have zeros and ones, but somewhere it will have 2 consecutive zeros and 2 consecutive ones. So for example, if we take option A, it specifies only this pattern 0 0 1 1 and 1 1 0 0. That means both should appear contiguously, but as per the question, the zeros and ones, it may appear in any part of the string consecutively. So option A is not the right answer. But if we take option B, it says that here asterisk means 0 or more zeros or ones. So that is correct. Then now the pattern 0 0, 2 consecutive zeros, and you can have any number of zeros and ones. Then you can have the pattern 2 consecutive ones, or 2 consecutive ones, again any number of zeros and ones, then the pattern 2 consecutive zeros, again any number of zeros and ones. So the B seems to be correct. But let us see what happened to C. The C, the option, it says that only this or this. So it cannot have both 0 0 and 1 1. And what about D? D always starts with the 2 consecutive zeros or 2 consecutive ones. But the question doesn't say like that. So the answer is option B. Next question is, which one of the following regular expressions represents the set of all binary strings with an odd number of ones? We will see the options one by one. Option A cannot generate 0 0 1. This string contains odd number of ones. Option B cannot generate 1 0 0, and option C cannot generate 0 0 1, and option D cannot generate 0 0 1. So the right answer is none. That is option E. The same question was asked in GATE CSE 2020, but only these 4 choices were given as answer. So this question was under the category of MTA, that is marks to all, because the answer, it has not given the option E. So all these 4 options are not correct. So this question was considered as marks to all in the GATE CSE 2020.